Good evening, everybody. How y'all doing today? Today, we're going to be covering the U.S. Capitol catastrophe. Donald Trump and his impeachment, which may happen, may not happen, and everybody believing this is either right or wrong. We're going to talk about it today. I am Trinidad Kid. I'll cover some things. Been a minute since I've been on, been busy with the shipping and receiving, since that's what I like to do for a living. Among other things, I like to spread my time across many avenues and pick up a whole lot of money. That's what I've been doing for a long time. But enough about me. I want to cover Donald Trump. I mean, once you run for 4 years, have an election, lose the election legally, and still talking about it like it was rigged. They've already put it to all parties, all people that looked at this thing and seen there's no cause for a rigged election. And even if it was, you still don't have enough votes to win the motherfucker. So what you still talking all this shit for? It's like watching a bad episodes of The Simpsons for real. And like some of this shit coming true and some of it ain't. But I'm tired of it. We all tired of it. I'm ready for him to get out of office, because one thing was for sure about all this was that one person warned us, don't put Donald Trump in office. He been talking about the election gonna be rigged. Everything he loses is rigged. He don't accept losing shit, because he ain't never really lost nothing. He ain't never really, did nothing off the street that's probably like me or you, or just had a real 9-to-5 job, get fired, get another job, go through it. He's never had to do that. He got like $1 million loan, fucked that off, and got another 10 million, some shit like that. Everybody ain't able, you know what they say. So I sat up here and watched this man lose the election. And keep telling everybody, he got that COVID. He got the COVID. He just talking about any damn thing, saying anything. And these people believe it. These people strongly freaking believe it. So strong that lady in California supported him so much that she went up to the Capitol with that shit and they shot her ass dead at that motherfucker. So everybody think it's a game and playing around and want to do what you want to do. As we all noticed, when the Black Lives Matter movement, when they took it up there, what they met? All those security guards, all the National Guard, all this military detail people to prevent us from a peaceful protest. Okay. So now we speed it up to 2021, and we take a look at all that shit that was going on. And what they do. They did a little bit, but there wasn't so much force. And then people came in there hitting the police, doing all that shit. I was like, man, what the fuck is going on, And Trump actually told them off to go down there and tear that motherfucking shit up. Today we're doing Seagram's vodka. We'll pour the Hennessy, but I don't feel like it. I ain't going no damn where else. So this is what we doing. And we're gonna talk about some shit. When I get tipsy, I'm about to get high. About to smoke one of these little $100 doobie blunts and get this shit in. That's good. So, the one person I want to give a lot of credit to that warned us about all this, it's a very intelligent woman, down to earth, spoke the truth, and I don't believe why the media shitted on her like they did, but they did. And it just showed me that the media can just say anything about you and spend your whole life across to millions, and it all be lies. And I'm speaking about one of the most intelligent persons, I've listened to, talked to, and can actually would have been a great president. I'm speaking about Miss Hillary Clinton. She told you the thought of Donald Trump being president is extremely horrifying. She said it. 4 years ago, he been saying the same thing about a rigged election. I mean, bro, you can't keep talking about some shit that ain't fucking happening. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I can't believe this motherfucker doing this shit. But he got supporters and people follow him. Shit crazy. You ain't got to believe me. I'll show it to you. Just to reiterate y'all minds so y'all remember how crazy this man is.
Pledged on Sunday that he and you, his words, will absolutely accept the result of this election. Today, your daughter Ivanka said the same thing. I want to ask you here on the stage tonight, do you make the same commitment that you will absolutely, sir, that you will absolutely accept the result of this election?
I will look at it at the time. I'm not looking at anything now. I'll look at it at the time. What I've seen is so bad. First of all, the media is so dishonest and so corrupt, and the pile-on is so amazing. The New York Times actually wrote an article about it that they don't even care. It's so dishonest, and they poisoned the minds of the voters. But unfortunately for them, I think the voters are seeing through it.
There is a tradition in this country, in fact, one of the prides of this country is the peaceful transition of power, and that no matter how hard fought a campaign is, that at the end of the campaign, that the loser concedes to the winner. Not saying that you're necessarily going to be the loser or the winner, but that the loser concedes to the winner, and that the country comes together in part for the good of the country. Are you saying you're not prepared now to commit to that principle?
What I'm saying is that I will tell you at the time. I'll keep you in suspense.
Well,
okay?
Chris, let me respond to that because that's horrifying. You know, every time Donald thinks things are not going in his direction, he claims whatever it is rigged against him. The FBI conducted a year-long investigation into my emails. They concluded there was no case. He said the FBI was rigged. He lost the Iowa caucus. He lost the Wisconsin primary. He said the Republican primary was rigged against him. Then Trump University gets sued for fraud and racketeering. He claims the court system and the federal judge is rigged against him. There was even a time when he didn't get an Emmy for his TV program 3 years in a row, and he started tweeting that the Emmys were rigged against him.
Should have gotten it.
This is a mindset. This is how Donald thinks. And it's funny, but it's also really troubling.
All right, so this man been talking about a rigged election 4 years ago. 4 years he been building this up. And I look at these people that actually buy into it and believe it, and we took it to court several times, and it failed. And Hillary would have been a great president if we just gave her a chance. And what I never understood was this. Why is the FBI always looking into this woman's emails? Why is it on the media coverage so much? And why right before the fucking election, when she was winning the election, and actually won by popular vote, but lost it on the electoral because of whatever that crazy ass shit is now that they doing it. But that's the government. It's not my fight. It's not your fight. Don't take your ass down there trying to do anything, anybody of brown, black, or any other color than Caucasian, doing that. Because you know what? I'm here in Dallas, Texas. One of the police that helped them break into the Capitol stays right out here in Texas, Grapevine, Texas. Mr. Brock Jr., whatever his first name is, the last name, whatever, but it's Brock. He's the one with that military hat on, the vest, all that gear. Big old dude walked in there, storming to the Capitol. Them motherfuckers was scared. So they come in with the military. Maybe it's the KKK. Maybe it's another, the good old boys or whatever. But what this showed us, y'all, there's a lot of terrorists organizations in this country that we now know about, and there's several others we don't know anything about. So be scared, stay woke, and stay on top of this shit, because if you get left behind, you might be getting talked about or set up and put into some shit that you ain't even trying to be in or know nothing about. So I'm gonna speed it up to the president now on TV, if you haven't seen it, telling the people to go out and do it. Go do all that shit. God damn, can I spell in capital? Shit.
Criminals hide evidence.
Hold on. Let me make sure I let y'all know what this is. This is Trump getting this crowd all riled the fuck up to go on out there and do all that crazy shit. Excuse me, I'm trying to check on my phone and shit. What she talking about? God damn. Yeah. So side. All right.
Not honest people. So, over the next 10 days, we get to see the machines that are crooked, the ballots that are fraudulent, and if...
Just let y'all know, once again, I'm doing my video with another $100 Bill Blunt. I'm about to smoke that motherfucker on this video. I smoke, I drink, and I just chill and mind my motherfucking business and stay out of everybody else. That's the best thing to do sometimes.
we're wrong, we will be made fools of. But if we're right, a lot of them will go to jail. So, let's have trial by combat. All of us here today do not want to see our election victory stolen by emboldened radical left Democrats, which is what they're doing, and stolen by the fake news media. That's what they've done and what they're doing. We will never give up. We will never concede. It doesn't happen. You don't concede when there's theft involved. Our country has had enough. We will not take it anymore, and that's what this is all about. And to use a favorite term that all of you people really came up with, we will stop the steal. We have come to demand that Congress do the right thing and only count the electors who have been lawfully slated. Lawfully slated. I know that everyone here will soon be marching over to the Capitol building to peacefully and patriotically make your voices heard. Today we will see whether Republicans stand strong for integrity of our elections, but whether or not they stand strong for our country. Our country. Our country has been under siege for a long time.
We are gathered at a time when democracy is in crisis. Recent polling shows that 39% of Americans believe the election that just occurred, quote, was rigged. You may not agree with that assessment, but it is nonetheless a reality for nearly half the country.
Madam Speaker, I have constituents outside this building right now. I promised my voters to be their voice. In this branch of government, in which I now serve, it is my separate but equal obligation to weigh in on this election and object. Are we not a government of, by, and for the people? They know that this election is not right, and as their representative, I am sent here to represent them. I will not allow the people to be ignored.
Alright, we're gonna shut her ass up. She talking too goddamn fast, she nervous, and she still got that mask on. So, I didn't cover all the videos. Not going to, because you can see it on CNN, you can pull it up on YouTube, you can pull it up on any one of these news stations, any one of these people podcasts. That's what they're talking about. That's what I'm talking about as well. What I want to let everybody know is this. In a few days, it's the inauguration. It's supposed to be a real peaceful transition of power, but it's not. It's not going to be. It's going to be some shit. So, anybody of color, brown, black, or whatever you may consider yourself to be, don't take your ass down there with new President-elect Biden and Miss Kamala Harris. Don't go down there. This is some business we don't need to get involved with at all. They're taking people to jail. People got shot. And the president's going to probably get impeached. Not once, but twice, because they don't want his ass back in office. And to see how much hate that he stirred up and all this behind lies, that's dangerous. Real dangerous. Because I don't think anybody wants him to run again, because to see all his followers and still believe, and there's no evidence. There's no evidence. Where's the fucking evidence? You come with accusations, you gotta have evidence. So, you know, it's the type of evidence you get when you come in from fucking about 2 or 3 bitches and you got a woman at the crib. You come in with lipstick and hickeys and shit. That's evidence. There is none. So what you talking about? Just shut the fuck up and accept that you lost and move the fuck on. But he won't do that. He won't do that. And what's crazy that Trump is good friends with the Clintons. Not anymore, but used to be. That's how Bill and Hillary know him so well. And they told you best to not vote for him. And then Ted Cruz getting her head lying, talking about, I think the election was rigged. I'm supporting Trump, kissing this man motherfucking ass. I'm like, Ted Cruz, I gotta ask you this question, bro. Really? What made you sell your motherfucking soul to give in? To be backing the man that was talking about your wife like that. Talking about your wife is this, oh, she ugly, this, that. And I'm like, why y'all debating and stuff? I'm like, why the fuck is that even an issue on your mind? Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you should have punched that motherfucker in his face. I would have. But you let the supporters of the Republican Party talk you out of it. You need to be backing the Republican people. You see how you did Jeb Bush, disrespectful and shit, all that crazy shit, man. I'll be honestly with you. Bernie Sanders probably need to punch that motherfucker in the mouth one time. I want to see that shit on TV, because that's news to me. Not all this bullshit. That's me. Just somebody just whooping his goddamn ass for them old. Let's go have an old man fight. Pay-per-view, fuck it. We'll pay it to see. Hell yeah, we gonna pay it to see it. Damn right. All right. So now, in the event of them storming the Capitol, hitting on the police not doing a motherfucking thing, but if they had been black people, who would have got shot on sight, taken to jail. And then, in spite of all this, Mr. President Trump, I got to ask you this one question. Why? You feel guilty? Probably not. Them 5 people that died, them 4 people, and that 1 officer that died, do you feel responsible? You gonna come on TV talking about they need to go home after Biden said, call it off, everybody down there. And what's so funny, everybody in the time, but this is my desk. It's my desk. It's mine. It's my desk. Yeah, it's my desk. Doing all the shit you want to do, all them motherfuckers been fired from their job. Stupid. do stupid shit. Then people been arrested, going to jail. And what's funny, since the Black Lives Movement, Trump is the president that made any destruction of property, monuments, which is also the capital, minimum 10 years in prison. They must have forgot about that or thought it didn't apply to him. But I tell you one thing, he can't pardon your ass from that shit because he gonna be out of office. Stupid motherfucker. Going down there, and he ain't gonna come bond you out. He not gonna get you no attorney. How stupid y'all feel now? Jobless. Doing that shit. Oh, what was that white lady talking about? Yeah, we're storming the Capitol. We're doing the movement. It's a revolution. We're tearing up shit. Give out their name and everything. Them people dumb. Dumb as fuck. So dumb. If you friends with them motherfuckers, ask them today or tomorrow. What did you prove? What you go down there and do? And got people killed, storming, tearing up shit about he lost the election. Get over it. Just vote again. It's not the end of the fucking world. God damn. But again, please do not take your ass down there to the inauguration trying to do shit, start shit, protest. This they fight, the government. Let them fight each other. They already see what has happened by this man don't want to get out of office. Okay. Don't want to get out of office. Don't want to listen to nobody. I mean, Mr. Trump, the whole COVID-19 is basically your fault. It is. You need to go and accept that as a man. I mean, military people take it across the chin, take it across the chest. You can take this shit across the chin. For real. Because, as I tell people, it's not much so of what you didn't do during the COVID, is what you didn't do before the COVID to have us more prepared. Because Obama did give you all those instructions on how to prevent a disease like that. Because there was one in his term, an outbreak like that. It happened. But he listened to his parties to be. And Trump, you didn't do that. You said, fuck him. I'm in this bitch to destroy everything Obama set up. And that's what you did. You cut the funding to the CDC. Tell them they didn't need that. And they tell you on video themselves. If they had the more money and the time and the more staff, and they could have got ahead of the COVID-19, we could have avoided all them businesses being shut down, all them people facing homelessness, all them people now looking like, what the fuck are we supposed to do? And the unemployment just shot up like a motherfucker. That's all your fault. And it's not only not you letting it happen, it's then when you had the time to fix it in the fourth quarter to pull us out and bring us back in, Trump, you lied to our motherfucking faces. Talking about, oh, it's the Chinese disease, it's gonna go away, it's gonna do all this kind of shit. I'm like, bro, you don't keep talking about this shit for 3 months before, 3 months after, people start dying, and you don't give a fuck. You're not a people person. You're just not. Probably a good businessman to talk to, and I would talk to Mr. Trump. Yeah, I would, because not only is he successful with business mindset, even in between, it's a lot of black people listen to him. A lot of people respect him. Trump's been around a long time. He's known by everybody. So there is something to learn from him as far as managing real estate, hotels, golf courses. So you could probably learn from him, but he's just not a good people person because he's never been one. As I tell people, you got to really look. I think they try to compare him to Ronald Reagan and all these Nixon and all that. He don't fit it because he's just a different type of man. And there's nothing wrong with that. I just wish he just calmed the fuck down. But I did tell y'all one thing that I did predict. I forecasted this shit like a motherfucker. I was like, they gonna freeze this motherfucker bank accounts. They gonna freeze this fucking bank accounts. I'm like, they gonna have to. Yeah. Because all this illegal shit, all that money laundering. Trump got money overseas, man. He ain't just got money. That's why he don't want to do his taxes. He don't want to do the motherfucker so nobody would know what he hasn't paid, what he has paid, and how much money he actually got coming in. That's why he don't want to file them motherfuckers. And it's like this. The least we know, the better for him. I mean, no one talks about that huge, was it $400 or is it $500,000 a year the president picks up? He getting paid off of that and just fucking up shit. I wish I get paid $500,000 and fuck up every goddamn thing, piss every fucking body the fuck off, kill about hundreds of thousands fucking people, and still keep my job. I wish I could do that shit, but nah, I'm not. Oh my God, man, this shit is crazy. That shit is too funny, man. Cause it's like this. You can be anything you want to be if you work hard to achieve it. Yeah, you're going to make some mistakes. We all going to make mistakes. We learn from our mistakes. It's how you handle yourself with the mistakes after. And what we've seen with this gentleman is that he probably means well, because you can't get your foot in the door unless you're good at it all the time, and he is. I give him a lot of credit on stuff, but as far as like handling people and their feelings and looking at their life afterwards, it's a lot of failure on that part that makes you want to second guess working with a gentleman like that. So where we are going forward, they finna try to amend that motherfucker. Those people probably gonna go to jail. Y'all not gonna get no fucking bond. They gonna probably make sure y'all do every bit of them 10 years. And who gonna have to answer for them people being dead and got killed in the way? Yeah, people want your head on the platter because you have to be made an example of on this. If they give him a pass on this, that would be a disrespect to this Constitution and all democracy. Because if I fucked up some shit like that, oh man, if I fucked up some shit like that, please believe, y'all gonna want my motherfucking ass out that motherfucker so fast. You want me fired like a goddamn NFL coach. That's how fast y'all want me out that damn presidential seat if I was a fuck up like that. Man, I tell you what, Alexa, play Isley Brothers on Pandora.
The Isley Brothers Radio from Pandora.
Yeah. Alexa, put the volume at 40%.
Sorry, I didn't get that. Please try again.
Alexa, put the volume at 40%.